Welcome to the first video in our badass new home. Our neighborhood is ironically patrolled by one of the officers I'm about to speak of. I have a lot of friends in the Texas State Troopers, okay? Especially in this area of Texas, which is North Houston. One of them had a tattoo appointment with me for tomorrow. And he texted me late last night and he had to cancel. And he knows how strict I am about my cancellation policy. I don't budge, I don't bend. Like, I don't think COVID itself was an excuse. I don't fuck around with that. Like, you don't show up for your appointment, deposit's gone, period. He knows that. So he texted me late last night and he said, look man, I'm really sorry, I have to cancel. You know, it's not like me, it's not something that I want to do, but I got transferred up to Austin to deal with the riots. Now, this person also had to cancel his vacation earlier in the month to come back to patrol the riots in Houston. And you know, this guy's had a rough run at it. I didn't reply anything much about the deposit policy. I just said, hey man, my prayers are with you. My family's prayers are with you and your family. Please just stay safe out there and come back to us in one piece. I appreciate everything that you do, and your deposit's totally good with me. Just text me when you're ready to reschedule. He said, thank you very much, man. That means an awful lot. And it's a good dude, you know, good dude, good family. And I want to make sure that he's okay and gets home safe. You know, he's out there on the real front line, you know, dealing with a bunch of really intelligent people making really peaceful protests that require a lot of police patrol, because peaceful protest isn't so peaceful. Anyhow, that's the end of that story for the most part, that part. But now that we bought this new house, I am very far away from my temporary work location. I'm building out a new location further from here, or further from there, but very much so closer to here, so this house was in preparation for the future. My drive is about an hour and 15 minutes each way. Anyhow, I'm running a little behind getting out of work, which is a short day for me, and then I have to coach and train in Conroe later and throughout the evening. So I kind of use the gas pedal a lot, but let's say, all right, so I get off one highway, I get onto the next highway. I have to switch to about 6 different highways through this whole trek to my next responsibility of the day. And look, if you drive the speed limit, I mean, that's all right. You know, I understand it. I don't 100% agree with it, but I get it. You know, you're just following the rules. That's cool. But if you drive 5 miles an hour under the speed limit, you are my literal fucking enemy. I hate you. If you are a person that just decides to switch lanes for absolutely no fucking reason without a turn signal and get in the lane that I'm doing a solid 10 over and slow down to 5 below, I fucking hate you. All right? Ugh. So, this is the toll road, you know, like we pay money to speed. We pay money to stay off of the shitty highways that the Democrats use, all right? You know, no, I don't. It costs me a couple $100 a month to stay on a highway where I'm not dealing with all that bullshit. So don't go below the speed limit and get my way, all right? Anyways, you know, when you got like a couple cars going, they're all going too slow, it's 65. You should be doing 73 minimum, realistically, all right? But 2 cars side by side, and they're both going on the speed limit. Well, then you got the other one here that's just creeping. He's doing, I don't know, this is car number 3. We got 3 lanes. He's jumping somewhere in between, I don't know, 55 and 60, which is fucking ridiculous. Anyways, I can't get through anywhere. Now, I don't see police officers anywhere, but I've been stuck behind these cars for probably 3-4 minutes, and that is just way too slow, and I got shit to do. So I finally see a hole, you know, like where I can make it. It's short though, but I gotta do some some bobbing and weaving to get to the open highway that I can see in my amazing future I want so bad, right? So, there's no officers in sight. I don't see anybody. So I drop that fucking hammer brutally. And, the whistles of the turbos on the Raptor, they get spinning and I make some fucking noise and get moving, right? So I bust through this hole, weave in, weave out, boom, far left lane, open highway, get back to 73 miles an hour, and I'm clean and clear, good drive, right? My daughter has been reading the Harry Potter book. She didn't even fucking notice we moved lanes. She doesn't know shit. She's been on that. She's safe and sound, everything's good, right? So I'm going for probably a minute, and I see a state trooper coming up on my ass quick. So he's moving, I see him switch all the way to my lane, and he's on my ass. That's it, you already know. I usually just start pulling over at that point because it's already said and done. There's no reason to give him any kind of argument. But he's got like solid light over the top on, but it's not flashing. Not really sure what he's doing. Maybe he's just trying to get past me and he wants me in this lane. Maybe he wants to get around a bunch of them slow motherfuckers too. So instead, I just turn the signal, wait till I get around the next car, pull over to the right lane, and then I'm assuming that at the speed he came up on me, he would want to just blow by me if he's gonna blow by me, or he would have gotten directly by me. He didn't. He just slowly creeps up next to me. Kind of odd. I look over at him, and he just gives me the, what the fuck, man? Hands through tinted glass, And I just give him a wave like, man, I'm sorry. Now, I'm not positive if it was because of the flags on my truck or the fact that it's just a beautiful fucking truck, or the fact that my gorgeous America hat was sitting on the dash and he could see it through his, questioning armed glass, and thought that maybe I'm just not a fucking jackass and maybe I just had some shit to do. Like, I don't know, go to work, Either way, he just continued on down the road. And that was the end of it. My daughter, still knowing nothing, I'm like, that was a close one. She's like, what, Dad? What's going on? I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and call this karma, Literally 14 hours after just, a nice little favor, nothing expected for a different state trooper on a completely different side of town, unbeknownst to me or whatever favor I may have done, cut me some slack. Probably saved me, I don't know, $300, $400. That could have been maybe reckless driving or just a speeding ticket, I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna call that state trooper karma immediately redeemed. 14 hours is pretty awesome. Anyways, that's my cool story for the day. Thanks, guys.